everyone. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Kristen. This is my booktube. And in this week's video, we are going to be doing a good old-fashioned reading vlog. I attempted to do a crafty reading vlog last week. Didn't really end up reading enough to call it a reading vlog. So we are going to try again this week to do a reading vlog without any other sort of twist to it. I want the main focus of this video to be me making progress in the physical books I am reading. It is Monday afternoon right now. It's about 4:30. I've already gone to work, come back home. I've changed into loungewear. I did not wear a tie-dye shirt to work today, in case you were wondering or thinking that. This is not the outfit that I wore to work. This is my comfy reading outfit, because what I did do at work today is I took the time to sit down with my planner and time block out my schedule for the week and all of the things that I need to do. And I have carved out time after work every day this week to do some physical reading. And if you have been following my videos for the last couple weeks, you already know what book I'm going to be focusing on, because I still haven't finished it, despite me saying that I'm trying my best to mosey my way through it. So the main focus of this week's reading vlog is going to be finishing Throne of Glass once and for all. I'm tired of saying that I want to finish it this week and then a week goes by and I haven't even picked it up, or I've only read about 5 pages. As of right now, I am sitting at page 290, so I have a little over 100 pages left in this book, and I am determined to finish this week. Now, like I said, I have carved out time pretty much every day this week to dedicate to reading this book. I don't think it'll take me all of the time that I've carved out to finish this book. So once I have finished this, we're going to be moving directly into Crown of Midnight. So this is just going to be a Throne of Glass series reading vlog, and we're just gonna see how far I can make it into Crown of Midnight before the week is up. I have about an hour to an hour and a half set aside every day during the week, this week, to make progress on these 2 books. That's 2 books. And I am doing this vlog to, 1, have something to upload on my channel this week, and 2, keep me accountable for what I say I'm going to do, because I feel like I set all these goals out for myself at the beginning of the week, and then the week goes by in the blink of an eye, and then I realize that I haven't accomplished anything that I've set out on my to-do list. So I'm going back to basics. I'm going back to time blocking my schedule, because that seems to be the only way that I can actually fit in physical reading time. So this is me trying to be accountable for the things that I claim I'm going to do, so I'm not just lying to you all every week. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this Throne of Glass reading vlog. Alrighty, friends. It is now about 6 o'clock. It's been an hour and a half, and I have made it to page 318 of this book. So we have, what is that, like 90 pages left, and things are popping off. We have now found out who the culprit is that has been summoning this beast to take out other, I keep wanting to call them tributes, to take out the other champions in this competition. So it is heating up a bit. We are getting closer to the main climax of this book, which I assume is going to be this final duel that is happening soon. And the culprit has already tried to take out our main character's Selena, or however you say her name, I'm not entirely sure. And she, of course, escaped it, as you would expect with this being an 8-book series, and this is book number 1. So that was a fun little action-packed scene. So it should be interesting to see how the last 90 pages of this book play out. But I'm going to be putting the book down for now because I do have some other things that I need to take care of tonight. I need to do some cleaning. I have a bunch of laundry I need to put away. So I'm gonna go do some cleaning and that kind of stuff. And if I end up doing more reading later tonight, I will check in again. But if not, I will see you guys tomorrow and we will do some more reading as well. Hello, friends. This update is coming from you. What? This update is coming to you while I am horizontal on my couch. It is the next day. I had a really rough day at work. My eye is still twitching from just a frustrating day, and I just want to rot on my couch for a little bit. I will do some reading tonight, but I think for the next hour or so, I'm just gonna lay here and decompress a little bit from the day. So yeah, a very brief update that I had a not great day, and I do plan on reading, but I need a minute. You know when you just need a minute? I just need a minute. We will regroup and do some reading once I'm done with my little couch rotting sesh. It's about 4:30 right now. So my goal is to be reading by around 7 p.m., 7 or 8, somewhere around there. Good morning, friends. It is the next day. Today is Wednesday, May 15th, and it is a little after 8 a.m. I did try to read more of Throne of Glass last night, but I only made it like 10 or so pages in before I started falling asleep. And it was only 7:30, so I couldn't let myself go to bed that early. So I stopped reading around 7:30, 7:45, and then I came out to my living room and just watched some TV to wake myself up so that I wouldn't fall asleep ridiculously early. But that also means that I did not read as much of Throne of Glass as I wanted to. So since I have about 30 minutes before I need to leave for work, I decided that I will just sit on my couch for a little bit and try to read a tad bit more of this book before I head into work. I do also want to sit down and read more of it after work, but just in case I have another bad day at work where I'm just feeling super unmotivated when I get home, I want to at least have made a little bit of progress in here already before starting the day. So I'm gonna sit here and read for the next 30 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna head to work and we will reconvene after I'm home from work. So yeah, I have a limited amount of time, so I'm gonna get reading. Friends. I know it might not look like it because I am wearing the same outfit still, but it is later in the day. It is currently about 4:30. I just got home from work and I have 68 more pages left in this book before I am done with it. So I think I'm just gonna sit here and read this until I finish it so that I can just be completely done with this book and move on to greener pastures, ? I don't know if Crown of Midnight is actually greener pastures, but nonetheless, we will be moving on. So yeah, I'm getting very close to finishing this. So far, pretty much all of my suspicions seem to be spot on. They have revealed who's behind the summoning of the creature that has been murdering the champions throughout this entire competition, but we still don't know the whole story behind why he's doing it, how he figured out to do it. And I think that there are more people involved in that whole situation than they're letting on right now. So I guess we'll see if I'm correct in that theory, but pretty much every other hunch that I have had while reading this book has been spot on. The characters that I believed were good people are still good people. Even the ones that they try to make you think might be suspicious and involved in the murders going on, they didn't get me with any of those. But there's no telling what happens in the last 68 pages of this book. That may change everything. I don't quite know yet. So tonight, my priority is going to be finishing this book once and for all. So yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into it. Alrighty. Good morning, everyone. It is the next day. Today is Thursday, May 16th, and it is about 7:40 in the morning. I did let myself sleep in a little bit today because I am working from home, so I don't really need to get fully ready to go to the office or anything like that. And I was tired, so I slept in until about 7 a.m. and then I've just been kind of slowly getting my day started. And as much as I wanted to finish this last night, I couldn't quite make it there. I still have about 20 pages left. Actually, I think I have exactly 20 pages left in this book. So since I have a little bit of free time before I start work, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this right now. We only got 20 pages left. It shouldn't take too long. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it, get this book done so that we can move on to Crown of Midnight. Hello everyone, checking back in. It is now 11 a.m. I have been working for the last few hours. Did not really check in after I finished reading this morning. I did just get a new microphone delivered. You can see a bit of it right here in the bottom corner. I need to decide what I want to do with this microphone. I don't think I want to keep it here. I did get a boom arm as well, so I may put that up and see if I can like finagle it to where it wouldn't be in the video if I were to film more videos at my desk like this. But yeah, it's a really cute microphone. As cute as a microphone could be, I guess. But yes, this is what it looks like. It changes color. I thought that was fun, and it had really good reviews. So yeah, since that was just delivered right now, I figured I would go ahead and just give you a little reading update as well. So I did finish Throne of Glass. I ended up rating it 4 stars. I feel like the end did drag out a little bit. Like, I thought for sure more was going to happen in the last 30 pages because, you know, the main event of the book, the final duel with Cain, happened, and then there were still like 30 pages left. So I expected there to be a bit more revealed in those last 30 pages, and it didn't really give me the kind of reveals that I was looking for. There were some things that were confirmed that I had been suspecting for pretty much the entire book, but there was no big revelation at the end, and that could be because this is the first book in an 8-book series, so maybe more of those revelations will come in book 2 and beyond. But I do feel like those last 30 pages could have probably been cut down to like 5. She didn't really need all those pages, I don't think, to tie up the loose ends that she did tie up. But what do I know? I've never written a fantasy series before. But even so, I still enjoyed it. I ended up giving it 4 out of 5 stars because it was very entertaining. I was never really super bored during the reading of that book, and I do think it's one that I'll probably come back and read again. So 4 stars felt like a comfortable place to put it. I would say that it is towards the lower end of what I would consider a 4-star book, but 3.75 just felt a little bit too harsh for me. So 4 stars is where we landed on that one. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for this update. I mostly wanted to sit down and record a test video with this new microphone just to see how it would work in a video setting. So hopefully the audio quality is good for you. Maybe I can start doing some ASMR. I would never. ASMR is not my bag. I feel like I talk too loudly naturally for ASMR, so that's not going to be something that you'll probably be seeing on this channel. However, I would like to do more sit-down videos at my desk, talking about books, doing tier list videos, review videos, reactions, things like that. So that's one of the main reasons why I wanted to get a microphone. The other big reason for getting this microphone being doing more voiceovers in my videos while I'm editing. So yeah, we are improving bit by bit, I would think. Yeah, we're trying to make small improvements here and there when we can. And the latest tech upgrade on this channel is this microphone. So yeah, that's it for the reading update and I guess the microphone update. I gotta get back to work and I'll talk to you guys again after I'm done with work so that we can start book number 2 in the Throne of Glass series, Crown of Midnight.
Alrighty friends, good morning. It is the next day. Today is Friday, May 17th. I did finish Throne of Glass yesterday. I know, took me long enough, but we finally got there. And I have since moved on and started Crown of Midnight. I don't even know if you can see, but I do have 1 tab in here already. And it's because like 1 or 2 pages in, they're already talking about the obsidian rings that they didn't resolve in the last book. So that does make me feel like we are going to find out soon-ish, hopefully, what is up with these black obsidian rings that these men in power are wearing that seemingly help them harness magic for some reason. But yeah, I'm just glad that 1 page in, she was like, don't worry, we haven't forgotten about these weird ass obsidian rings. We're gonna talk about those too. So that did make me feel better, I guess, but I did start this like right as I was getting ready for bed. I didn't film a time lapse or anything when I started this book, and that's mostly just because it was like 11 p.m. and I was just honestly trying to go to sleep. I read about 10 pages before I was ready to drift off to sleep, so I really haven't made that much progress in this book at all. But the reading vlog is not over. It is about 8 a.m. right now. I have to log on to work in about 30 minutes to an hour, so before I do that, I'm going to do some more reading of this book, and then we will probably end up wrapping up this reading vlog tomorrow night. So yeah, that is the plan, and I'm gonna go ahead and get to reading because my time is fairly limited right now. So yeah, let's stop wasting it and just get to reading more of this series. Good morning, everyone. It is the next day. Today is Saturday, May 18th. I think today's the 18th. I don't have my watch on. It's charging right now. And I'm using my phone for a camera, so I can't check right now, but I'm pretty sure it's the 18th. Nonetheless, it is Saturday. And I did make a little bit of headway in this book yesterday. I read the first like 25 pages. So I didn't make a ton of progress, but I did make some. Not really much has been happening. It's really just kind of filling us in from where the last book ended and this one is picking up. We're just kind of finding out what the king has been having Selena do, how she's been coping with that, and really at the point that I'm in right now, about 25 pages into the book, it feels like we're just about to start getting into the story. So I really didn't get that deep into it yesterday. And after work, I ended up working on some other things. I have a PC that I wanted to get up and running because I want to play some online games with my friends that live in other states. So instead of reading last night, I spent
spend some time updating a computer. One of my friends made us a Discord server. So that's what I was doing yesterday after work instead of reading this book. And then I ended up falling asleep pretty early. So though I did want to read this book in bed before I fell asleep, I was just too tired. So I went straight to bed. So it is about 10 a.m. right now. I've already been up and around. I've gone to the grocery store, and now I have about an hour before I need to start getting ready for a graduation party for a family member. So I figured it would be a great time to do some reading of this book. And then after that graduation party, I may come back and do some more reading of this book. It just depends on like how long I'm over there, if I feel like reading when I get back, or if something more pressing comes up that I feel like I need to do immediately. I will be fitting in reading this book wherever I can today. And then we will end off this reading vlog later tonight with a final update on my reading progress in the Throne of Glass series. So yeah, let's just go ahead and dive on back into this book and get on with the day. We have reached the end of the reading vlog. I actually didn't realize I did not film an outro until right now when I was editing the video together. So we're gonna do a quick outro right now and just do a little recap of everything that I read this week, whether it's Throne of Glass related or not, just for a general reading update, because I did read other things this week too, and I feel like a lot of progress was made. So I want to share that on here because that's what this YouTube channel is all about. So first and foremost, as you would be aware if you made it to this point in the video, I did finally finish Throne of Glass. Let's get a round of applause, please. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, I did finish this on Wednesday, and I believe at the beginning of the week I had about 120 pages left in this book. So I'm very pleased that I got done with this so early in the week. And then pretty much immediately I moved straight into Crown of Midnight. And though I have done a little bit of reading in this book, I'm still only on page 35, chapter 5. And we are just now getting into the plot of this book. I would say up to this point, the first 30-ish pages have really been more kind of tying the first book into the second book, I would say, more so than really starting the main conflict or plot of this particular book. So there's not really much that I can say opinion-wise on this book because I just really haven't gotten far enough into it to form an opinion at all. But I'm excited to get more into this book, see where it's going, and find out more about what this evil king is plotting. So yeah, that is my Throne of Glass series reading update for this week. Now, in addition to those two books, I did start a couple audiobooks this week while I was working. I started a thriller called Perfect that I found on one of my audiobook apps. And it's a thriller that I've never heard of before. So it surrounds these two scientists that are married and they are on a mission to create the perfect child. And what that means is that they have children, I believe via surrogacy. I'm not that far into it, so I don't know all of the details yet. But they create these children, and then as soon as they start to show any signs of imperfection, whether that be an injury, an illness, born with a deformity of some sort, learning disabilities, pretty much anything that they deem as an imperfection, results in them considering the child to be a failed experiment, and then they have to get rid of them. And I'm only about an hour into this audiobook, but it's an intriguing premise, and it's mostly told from the point of view of their longest surviving child, whose name is Juliet, and I believe she's around 9 years old at the point that the book takes place. And a neighborhood kid who I honestly can't remember his name off the top of my head. Juliet is not allowed to go outside at all. So Juliet and this boy form a relationship that her parents don't really know about for a good chunk of the book, I'm assuming. And it seems like it's going to be kind of an escape mission with her and this boy to get her out of this house and integrate it into normal life, because she is subjected to these like daily checks where her parents literally look for any scrape, any sign of illness, anything about her that can be determined as imperfect. And you can imagine the kind of stress that that would cause for a child. So I thought the premise of that book was very interesting. So I just randomly started it earlier this week, and I didn't get that far into it because I believe on Tuesday or Wednesday, Yours Truly became available through my library, and I fully switched over to reading that book because I was waiting for that hold to come up for me in my library so that I could read it. So as soon as it came up, I just turned it on. And I think I'm about 3 hours into that book, and I'm really enjoying it so far. There hasn't really been much happening there either, but I did start it, and I am making my way through it as well. So those are the 4 books that I've been focusing on this week, even though this reading vlog is mainly about Throne of Glass. Just wanted to give you an overall update as well, because I am reading more than just Throne of Glass. But yeah, that is the end of this reading vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, go ahead and leave a like down below. Let me know. You should also subscribe while you're down there because I put out new videos every single week. And yeah, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!